I'm Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Parrish. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking for room. It's Parrish. Oh, he's got some space. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock. Hand it off. Let the running back do the rest.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They're going to ride this running back. At the 40, there he goes. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
A shot toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That's reeled in. It's Parrish. Turning it on. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And the Seminoles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Off play action on 1st down. Looking to buy time. He's got it on the move. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I think this...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, running back on the move.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
They'll run it from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week. And you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Hauls it in. Still running at the 40. There he goes. At the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Tight end now in motion. The play-action fake. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to throw it again. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
On the ground, it's Hawkins. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Segal. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dope. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Toss to the outside. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. It's caught downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. NC State going up tempo. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the ground with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Parrish. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great. So, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Here's the pressure. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab, it's Edwards. Got it across the 35 to the 36, but the defense knew that line to defend, and they force a 4th down.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4th.
A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch along the sideline. Just picked up a few, but enough for a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on, hard to get him to the ground.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Parrish. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play. Just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Using the quick game. Touchdown, no! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
motion from the wideout. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Under fire. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you? Get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Gonna run it. It's Siegel. Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, NC State.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. Coming out with it, it's Parrish. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep...
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
NC State quick to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and this you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They take the lead with the 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for
RJ, you see that, boy? He cooking a little bit. I ain't gonna hold you. He cooking a little bit.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The throw. Fires it incomplete.
I think the quarterback just needs to settle down and take his time. Be confident knowing you can step into these throws. When you step into it, it'll help your accuracy. That throw, throwing it off his back foot, led to the incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab down the left side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And the Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. He's going for it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now facing a 3rd and long. RPO. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to keep this drive alive. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Love the call going RPO here on 4th and short. And how about the running back? This is a guy that gets the tough yards. He finds ways to get those hidden yards. He can push the pile, drive the legs. Showed you that right there.
And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Got room to work. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Noles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quarterback on the keeper. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Wait a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. The Seminoles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right fit.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll return it. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Caught behind the line. It's King. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
We'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, NC State.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Steps away. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. reception. He'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterback.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff on the very first play of the next drive. Let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Brings up third down.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Looking for room at the 40. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game.
Breaks into the open. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Off play action. That's caught. It's Clemens. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Coming up, 4th down.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
6-9-1, Gators far.
The give on the inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. They'll try the run. He stopped right there, short of the 1st down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. He goes out of bounds. He's a few yards short, and they'll have to turn the football over. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. A timely pickup to get the 1st down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together, get one of those long drives going.